Welcome back to Showmance, the #1 show on YouTube doing deep dives on shows with no depth. This is In the City, The Reunion, Part 2, and it's Part 2 of our recap. So if you didn't see Part 1, please do go back.
I'm having a Chuck Woolery moment.
That's
2 and
Nixon.
2.
That's Nixon.
No, that's Nixon, but 2 and 2. Oh, I guess this is Chuck
I'm
Woolery.
not
2 and
Brooke.
2.
Yeah.
Remember Chuck Woolery,
Oh.
Love Connection? We'll be right back.
And
in
this
2
is
and
for
2.
Joe Schmo's dad because he had to have one of his little fingies.
Oh, yeah. Joe Schmo's
amputated
dad. Here,
'cause
we're
he had
going to
an
lend these to
infection.
you.
What is it?
So we're going to
Cut
double
it
bird
out. What is that? Full House? Cut it out.
Seems like a Full
Yeah.
House thing. But Joe
Uncle
Schmo,
Danny?
that's
No.
for your pop.
Yeah, that's for your pop.
Also, I got my, I didn't mention it in the first episode, but these are golf pants for Pat Clark still. Still in honoring of Pat Clark.
He wore them all day today at work. It's not.
I wore shorts to work. And
Oh,
I changed in
And
honor.
I want to throw a shout out to everybody who someone said they're unsubscribing because they're not a Courtney fan, and everyone was like, "I see ya."
I was going to wait for Courtney to come back for that
Oh,
one,
it
but
was pretty good.
yeah,
That was me on a burner account.
amazing.
That was me on the burner.
Just trying to get more airtime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that we've all gotten to the point where we're just a little tired. So I think before I would go on an apology tour, and now I'm just like, you don't like it? Goodbye. I don't know what to tell you anymore. Anyway, let's talk about Danielle and Amanda.
Why?
I don't know. Who really cares? Danielle says she never fully trusted Amanda because she never had a firm grasp on who Amanda was. And right before we started, click the red button, we were talking about how.
Let's make sure we did click all the red buttons.
Oh, yeah. We were talking about how some of us are more mad at Amanda than others. I won't name names. But I'm mostly mad at Amanda because she was a big do nothing for 10 years. And then you're only as good as your last day. And she wasn't even good on her other days. And
None of the days.
none of the days were good. She sucks. And I'm bored. But anyhow, Danielle says she never really could get a thumb on her. And I agree. I guess my thumb on her was just, I'm not interested. So
I think this little back and forth between her and Andy proves my point of what the hell was this reunion? When she was like, well, you asked me that before, and I answered it. We
That's
can,
ballsy.
we can do it again,
That
though,
was
if you
a
want,
little
I
Andy.
ballsy.
think she
I
was
mean-
talking about Watch What Happens Live when Danielle went on Watch What Happens.
Oh, got
she
it.
asked her on that. I think. Maybe I missed it.
I mean,
it.
I didn't
but
remember him
But
asking. her
either
the first time,
way,
so you might be
there
right.
should have been enough in this season where we don't need to rehash this.
Yeah. What I thought was the funniest thing was, so, this is where we kind of go back through their history. They were never close. And then she says, but I did appreciate that you called me or maybe it was a text. I don't know. That's what the kids do. They don't pick up the phone.
The kids
Or
FT.
FaceTime.
Are they still doing the FaceTime? Or is
Yeah.
there? I don't know. I thought the kids stopped doing the FaceTime.
They Slack.
Oh, are they?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Tell us what you're doing, kids.
Or don't.
They're like, we're not doing this
I'm
show.
not answering. I
Grampy.
told someone today I need a 20-minute heads up minimum. I have to be camera ready. Yeah, camera's a
For a
camera.
FaceTime?
For me. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I get that makes
Yeah,
sense.
you can't throw me on a FaceTime at 7 a.m.
I don't do a lot of. We do a lot of Zooms, and our EP on our show is a big keep your camera on while we're zooming.
Really?
Yeah,
Ugh.
which I'm not. I'm kind of subscribed to that. I'm like,
Why?
because it's work. We're working. I don't know what you're doing.
Sometimes
You're
I leave it
goofing
on,
about, and
but I
like,
walk away.
This one, I'll smoke cigarettes. But we have long meetings, right?
Oh, I've been on Zooms with Travis where he's in his car.
Yeah.
And it's like literally his camera's on setting up on something and he's just puffing away.
Well, you can't do that.
I thought it might have happened once or twice during COVID.
Well, that's when I worked.
And it was
on
also
AGT was during that time.
because they have me running around like my car is a personal cargo van for the
Totally.
show.
Yeah, no, I never
Everybody's
judged.
was.
I was happy
What was that?
to see that there was
Everybody's
flexibility.
I had to pick up things.
Oh, in your car?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. It's a little bit different when you're like, oh, I got a truck. And they're like, oh, how much can we put in that truck?
we could put a lot in
We
Travis's
can put
truck.
a lot of my...
You're the one that got the extendo bed.
Okay, so Danielle calls Amanda's recent behavior a horrendous mistake, but says she appreciated Amanda reaching out. Danielle also,
Yep.
no, Amanda, yeah. Chat switched the names. Maybe I did in the notes and chat just went with it. I don't know, whatever. But she apologizes for calling her homewrecker. And she's like, and I did that, before the season started airing. And I'm like, okay, before the season started airing, you had already gotten busted. So like, what really spurred this? Like, I'd like to make a second apology about this. I really cringed watching myself back.
once I wrecked my own home.
Yeah. And
I was a home wrecker of my own home.
and suddenly
That's a
things
next
start flooding through
level
my head that I'm
homewrecker.
going to have to answer for that
Yeah.
I just did.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a bummer.
I never thought about that. There's home wrecker. It was like an outsider.
Yeah.
But I never thought about the inside the home wrecker.
Oh, yeah. You
You know
can
what I
wreck your
mean?
own home if you want.
You wreck your own home, but that's
America.
like next level home wrecker.
Yeah.
That's bad.
What, Travi?
No,
You don't think Amanda did anything wrong?
no, I just think she was cheated
You
on
love
for
Amanda.
years. Years.
I don't know.
Cheated on for years?
Yeah, there was multiple. And
Was there?
listen, I enjoy me some Kyle.
You got the videos?
Who said that in the reunion? Was there proof? Were you in the car? OTPHA? That was
E10.
Oh, that's right. I wasn't there.
Were you there? Can you prove
Did
it?
it then?
No, I guess no. I
You
can't,
know
man.
what's funny is that they didn't bring up, which they honestly, I'm surprised because they did. They would flash back and call back to things whenever they wanted the whole time. But I'm pretty sure that Kyle is the one that relayed that whole thing wrong. That got real lost in a game of telephone, and
Yeah.
Kyle was the telephone culprit of like.
And didn't he even like the next episode be like, I think
Yeah.
I got that wrong. Like literally admitted it. He did.
Maybe he didn't want to be. He's been hearing EO and to talk a bunch of trash behind him. He's like, I'm not putting myself in line of fire.
Fuck, you're on your own on this one, buddy.
Yeah.
I already told them what I said.
It's crazy how much y'all hate Amanda. Imagine somebody took the worst thing you've done and judged your whole character off it.
Well, imagine if everything you've done is the worst thing anyone's ever done.
I'm not even like, I'm not gonna say it on TV.
Say it on TV. It's the internet.
I'm not I genuinely don't care what Amanda did. I don't. It does. I'm not a friend. It didn't affect me. I don't care.
But
She
that's
was-
because you hate Ciara.
No, I don't hate Ciara. I just don't. What Sandoval did to Ariana was fucked up.
Okay.
I don't give me that. Okay.
No,
I'm just like, the amount of vitriol that y'all have for Amanda is bonkers to me. But we'll keep going.
We'll keep going. I just want to say it's so much more than that. And Amanda she's just sucked for so long. And now I just think that she bamboozled a lot of people. And a lot of people are going to be like, she didn't bamboozle me. Listen, I didn't ever liked her, but I never thought she was as diabolical as she is, which we'll get into the diabolicalness of all of this soon, which was a hilarious part of this. It was my favorite part of the reunion was the diabolical. We'll get there. But it was after the fact, just keep going out, going to the baseball game, going to the bars, acting like they're maybe pregnant at the grocery store. Like, stop telling me you're so scared to leave your house and you were scared to walk over here. You don't feel safe. You think people are going to yell and scream at you and everyone hates you. And that's the only reason that your husband's business is doing good is because everyone hates you now. And then you're going out and doing all the things that are just like I think that they're addicted to the trolling now. I think that they're like, they like accepted that like everyone hates them. So they're like, we're just going to rub it in their faces now and do things to like stay in the trades and they're doing weird things. I don't buy her like, oh, I didn't mean to. And I'm so scared. Like, shut up, man. I don't trust you as far as I can throw you. And like, you're tiny. I could toss her.
You could chuck her for a couple blocks, probably. For what it's worth, 12 Face, I hate you. But the west of it all is near the bottom of my list of things that I don't like Amanda about. It's definitely on the list. But there's a few things above that. So like,
Okay.
I agree that the Sandoval, I've said it 1,000,000 times, 1,000 times worse. And for a bunch of reasons. One, the bed. You bang it. I don't even. That makes me so mad. If you bang someone in your partner's bed, that is some next level crazy shit. And this wasn't that. It was just regular crazy shit.
We'll move on. But did you like her? Like, did you think she brought anything to the show? Like,
Yes.
you
I
did?
enjoyed them as a couple. They were funny. They were a highlight for me. I enjoyed both of them.
Amanda and
Kyle and
Kyle.
Amanda? I'm not. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm genuinely surprised.
Yes.
I've literally never heard a single person go, you know what couple I really love? Kyle and Amanda. I love those guys. So funny.
I thought when they were funny and goofy and like, I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Oh, maybe I don't even remember them ever being like
They
having
were.
a good time
They
together.
were. There were some great parties. They had just real fun and cute together. Yeah, they argued a lot, but like there were good moments with them. I enjoyed them.
Okay.
I thought she brought more to the table than someone you love, Bailey. I don't think Bailey brings anything to the
Bailey's
table.
been here for 1 minute,
Well, I don't
but
think she,
I also love Bailey so much.
I don't think Summer House is Summer House without both of them. Without that relationship, it's just Lindsay being an FB. I didn't say it.
Boy.
Yeah. And Carl getting sober, which was
Being
Okay,
a sober
so-
lemur.
So, Amanda apologizes again. She says she cringed watching the scenes and she had to fast forward because it was hard to watch. She can't really seem to watch anything of herself. But
Yeah,
the things
now you know how I feel. Amanda.
but the things that she says, Andy pops in and he says, why were you able to apologize to Danielle with clarity, sincerity, ownership, and remorse, but you could not apologize that way to Ciara? So she goes on to explain, obviously we all watched the reunion. We've had this talk before, like, what was Amanda supposed to do? Like, nothing was going to be well received. I am just curious if you guys, like, if that were you and you're like, nothing I say here is going to matter, or I'm not going to win anyone back. No one is going to like me anymore. I'm not going to redeem myself. Would either of you kind of just done that reunion any other way than how Amanda did it, which was very just sort of shut down and annoyed?
I think we all would act the way she did, simply because like there are times when one of us is talking and another of us will make an offhanded mark and we'll go, what? And we're not doing that from an anger, defensive position.
Yeah.
And you automatically go, I can't even, like, what? Like, I rewatched, I think it was some clip I stumbled upon on Instagram, and it was like the full Ariana takedown of Rachel Raquel.
Oh.
Raquel, whatever it is.
Yeah.
That was intense.
Oh man.
And like
was hard.
Raquel just had to sit there, okay, no, you're right. Yeah. Which there's nothing else you can do. So I just don't know. I don't know how you handle that situation as Amanda or Raquel. You just sit there and take your lumps.
Yeah.
Don't really fight back.
Yeah.
Because you're in no place to fight back.
Yeah.
You came to get your ass chewed.
Yeah, a bazillion percent. And I think that was the difference. Amanda's an idiot, so she can't figure out how to say anything really. But the difference was that in one scenario, you up really big and you destroyed a friendship, a great friendship with a great person, right? The other scenario, you just talked shit for a TV show. Like, really, right? That's all that was happening with the Danielle thing and all the other stuff. Like, we're just talking shit. So, yeah, I'm sorry I talked shit. Something happened, and now I understand that specific shit-talking session was going to up. So, like, I apologize. But, like, that's easy to apologize for. You talk shit to somebody.
That's redeem. Like, you can redeem yourself from that.
Just say
Apologize,
sorry.
move
Like,
on.
we've all talked shit. We've all popped off. We've all been in a mood. We've all seen a thing about somebody that maybe we didn't like and been like, oh, yeah, well, I heard he's can't even sink his free throws, guy, or whatever,
LeBron.
Loser.
Yeah. And then you can apologize for that. And it's, if you go bang your best friend's ex because your husband, and like, that's a whole situation. Like, yeah, you're gonna shut the up and take that one. You made a decision. That's like, you made your bed, lie in it. It's the epitome of that.
Yeah, you don't win in that scenario.
No, I agree.
But she tried to be like, oh, I was defensive because they said that thing. No, you were defensive because you did a horrible thing versus a not a big deal thing. A shitty, but not that big deal.
Yeah, she wanted to say, I don't understand what this whole thing's about. You guys dated for 5 minutes, and like you've hated him for most of the time you've known him. I've been on the other end of it. I've had to listen to you drone on about it for I could just tell that she wanted to say a bunch of shit like that and didn't. What I kind of wish that she would have done, only for my own like viewing and entertainment pleasure, selfishly, is kind of left them with like just like a hard truth that like maybe they would have had to, they wouldn't have liked it in the moment, but like some of them they might kind of have to think about later, kind of stuck with them. Maybe a year later, someone out of the side of their mouth goes, well, it wasn't wrong. Like I would have wanted to find that thing that it's like, I know that like I can do nothing to repair these relationships. They are gone, but I would like no one here is perfect, and I would like to leave you all with something. I'm not saying that I wish that she would have done that because it was the right thing to do, but if that were me, I think I would have tried to strategize that a little bit better. Just accepted my fate, but said something like, you were ready to get back with this dude in 2 seconds after everything. This is not a new thing. Something to snap Ciara back in as like, you have hated this guy for this long. And he did the things that he did to you all before. And it'll probably be the same with me too. I don't know. But like, because my biggest beef with Ciara was always, why are you with this guy? This guy is trash. What are we doing here? Why are we like this whole season? Everybody's like, oh my God, I think they're going to get back together. And I'm like, wait, is that it? Everybody wants this? What? Like, I never wanted that. So I
It's crazy to hear you say that. So why do you hate Amanda if you just can recognize what you just said?
Because Amanda never said any of that. She should have been saying.
But you believe that, though.
I believe that Ciara never should have given West a second chance at anything. Like, I believe that she should have. I believe Ciara never should have touched him with a 10-foot pole. I've never been a West.
Dated for a minute, on and off again for 2 years, never really.
Well, no, I think that he used her for clout. I think that he used her. He got into a relationship during that little 3-month thing, cozied up to her to elevate himself. I think he used her the entire time, and then kind of acted like tail between my legs. Like I was just tired of talking about it every week. So I was like, who cares? Get over it. Everyone move on, but not move on like. Date him again, go back after him.
So you agree with everything. You're mad she didn't say that?
I just wish that somebody would remind Ciara, stop making these bonehead choices.
I didn't say it that eloquently, but I'm pretty sure I said something along that accord the first time we did a Scamandal breakdown. And I was like, I just don't see the full anger from it because they did date for a second and I got my ass ripped.
Well, Amanda is her friend and it's off limits, period, end of story. Like there is a code. It is what it is.
But what you just said though.
But because I just wish that Amanda would have told her like everyone was letting Ciara talk about Wes. So they were being friends to her in that way. But like, I wish that somebody would have said to her, what are we talking about this troll for? And it just didn't, I never saw that. I never saw anybody ever, seemed like everyone kind of liked him and like was kind of hoping that they would get back on some sort of track. And I was like, I will never, like this guy standing next to this girl, like this does not make any sense to me. And he's just a little, you could just tell he was so self-serving. I always knew it's all about this guy. Now I found him to be entertaining. So I will be like, oh, I'm tired of talking about this whole thing. Like, just let Wes be the court jester idiot that he is. That he's here for my viewing entertainment, and you guys are ruining this. I don't want to keep talking about him with Ciara. Ciara should never speak to him again. These are kind of two different things, though. I'm just saying that, like, if it were me there, I would have wanted to say something that, like, you would have probably, like, maybe you would have flung at me like a spider monkey to try to punch me when I said it. But that you might be sitting alone later and thinking about like, because I always wanted Ciara to just kick this guy to the curb and never look back. I didn't understand it. So that's all. I was just thinking, about that. When Andy's question,
you gotta say defense disclaimer.
Well, I'm not defending Amanda. Just so Amanda can piss off and get hit by a truck for all I care. Like, she's so useless to me.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Wait,
well,
why?
you are. You're crazy though.
Because you just said that you would have felt better if Amanda would have called out the situation for what it was, and then you called out the situation. Ciara dated this guy for a minute. They were on again, off again. They probably shouldn't have got back together. It was they didn't work out. He's probably gonna do the same thing to me. So like, you're almost like. You understand how little that situation is. I
was saying, like, I think I asked the question if I didn't pose it this way. I meant to. I thought I posed it as like, what would you guys have done in that situation?
Yeah.
And I was just saying, if it were me, I would have wanted to leave with a hard truth that nobody wanted to hear, but you were maybe thinking about it a year down the road, and someone might say, "Oh, she's not wrong."
But like, it is a hard truth. That's what
yeah.
I guess that's where I'm, because like. that's the truth of it to me. That's how I felt at the moment. I backed off of that because the crowds won and I just gave in.
I don't think that Amanda. I think that Amanda was 1,050,000% in the wrong because that's her friend, and there just isn't any getting around it. My whole thing is just about like shed some light on this Wes situation. Why did you ever entertain him to begin with? You know, like the writing was on the wall.
The difference, you think that it's not a big deal that she banged Wes because the Ciara and Wes relationship wasn't a big deal. She's doesn't necessarily think that. What she's saying is that Amanda should have said, remember though, you didn't even like this dude and he did you dirty and blah, 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 blah.
And called that a hard truth. So we agree that that was the truth of what happened.
It is the truth, but doesn't make it not wrong what she did.
Yeah, that's not up to Amanda to, she obviously it's up to her what move she wants to make, but it doesn't exonerate her. She betrayed her friend. She lied to her friend. She chose this again, this troll ass little bitch that's only here for clout to climb on the backs of these women. That's all he's here for, ladies. If you haven't gotten that memo yet. And maybe Amanda is kind of into that right now because she's in this phase of her life of like, I just got out of this 10-year marriage. I'm not looking to get married tomorrow. I just want to around and find out. And like, clearly she's banging this dude and didn't bang her husband at all. So I don't know. She's getting something from him that she didn't get from Kyle. I don't know. I'm just saying that like Amanda could have her reasoning as to why she wants to slum it right now. I don't understand why Ciara ever entertains slumming it with this loser trash. Yeah, but you, Amanda.
Andy asked her right before this ends if she ever considered reaching out privately to Ciara.
Yeah.
And she's like, I wrote a big text message, but then I realized I was blocked, and so it wouldn't matter if I sent it.
Yeah.
Which I don't know what happens when you block someone.
It goes to the ether.
It was?
It just goes out there. It's on your end. You can see it, but that person will never know it's sent.
But if they unblock you,
no.
does a whoosh
Nope.
come in? That's weird.
Wait.
Know from experience. Doesn't work that way.
Hold on, wait, because I thought that I read or saw a TikTok. I thought that I like saw a TikTok or something that something had changed recently where the person that sends it doesn't know if it was ever delivered. Like they might not get a blue delivered thing, the recipient it just goes into a folder, and if the recipient can look in that folder if they would like to, but maybe like that's on the interwebs.
I mean, everything I've seen on the interwebs has been true so far.
That's true.
So
who knows? But yeah, I don't believe that she did that. I think that she found out that she was blocked and then decided to be like, oh well, then I can just say that I sent a bunch of stuff
I
and
totally
then
made this beautiful text. But
yeah,
I would, because like, what do you delete that text? What do you do? What you know what I mean?
Yeah. Why don't you send it on a handwritten note? Why don't you send it snail?
I would send it.
Kyle
take a picture of it, email it to myself as proof of the date. So if this ever comes back around,
yeah,
I sent it. You blocked me, but it was sent. It happens.
Or I can just email you. I can choose another form of communication, or I can send you a letter. You will get it at your house. Like listen, I don't expect Amanda to keep apologizing. Nobody cares. Like that, it's dead and buried. You're never getting back into some of these people's lives, and so I mean, why would Amanda keep throwing good after bad? It's like it does nothing for anyone. But I think it's just easy for her to say that she tried to do something that like she clearly didn't. I don't buy it.
Which is crazy.
All right. Well, we talked a lot already about EON's secretive past. So I don't even know if we need to go into
The only part I wrote for this, that part was, I hate Gavin. All I got from that little bit was I just hate Gavin with a passion.
Why do you hate him so much?
Because he's a troll. Because I don't know the man's personality. And I feel like he's a boring person.
You do?
And I feel like all he has to do is just start drama because he has nothing going on with his life. He gets in everyone's, because he's not a cool, fun person to be around. He doesn't have a personality other than starting shit.
I mean, that's a fun personality. Have you ever been on his Instagram? I think he's probably living a way cooler life
Do
than
you
any
do
of
you,
these
do you
people
have a lot of friends that just start shit like that constantly?
No, but I also am I cannot help but be very aware all the time that I'm watching a TV show. So I really value Gavin. Gavin is I love Lindsay too. Gavin's like one of my favorite people on this show. So I just think he came to work and he delivers every time. And I don't think he's ever said anything that wasn't actually true. But I don't say, I have said this too. I don't have friends like that because I just am a person in the world. I'm not on a TV show. If I were, I would expect that would be a person on my TV show.
Listen, if me and Mike were in that friend group, Gavin would not have made it to this episode. He would not have made it past the white wedding from hell.
You don't think that Gavin's a little scrapper?
No, he would have been outside real fuck. Like he says later on, because Andy calls him out. He's like, do you not feel guilty about starting that stuff at the dinner? Gavin doesn't feel guilty because they aren't doing couples therapy. That doesn't mean you get to be the therapist at dinner. Imagine at your birthday dinner this past weekend, somebody just brought up some shit and you'd be like, we're having dinner, man. What are you doing?
I mean, the whole dinner had gone down the tubes as
he started
was.
it.
Well, that may be true too. I actually don't even remember
He
how
started
that
it.
started.
The whole thing.
What was it about? How did it start? I don't even remember.
He started talking about their marriage just openly.
Oh, they weren't already talking about other people?
No. He brought it up. And then I felt like it died down at one point. He's like, well, I got another thing we can throw out there. Let's throw this one out there.
Yeah, no. Listen, I mean, I'm always, my answer is always going to be like, yeah, I love that. So I'm obviously the wrong audience to have this part of the conversation with. But even Andy said, I really enjoy you.
I don't like that dude at all. I don't trust him. I don't enjoy him. I think he's just, somebody made a comment that I pulled that is, I should just try to read it now, but it was so, it nails this dude.
While you're looking up the comment, there was another part I have about this Owen part. Did y'all get like Lindsay kept trying to make jokes that weren't funny, but almost a deflect, and she kept trying to get into you're a Lindsay.
Listen, no, I'm a Lindsay person, but I also don't really remember her joking a lot.
I wish I would have wrote it down because she had a couple ones. Just like the way she was like, boys. She obviously was trying to be funny, and Ciara were like,
what was the callback? That was funny when she did that. The boys. I've been saying boys that way ever since.
I did not LOL.
Yeah, no, I did not.
You got the comment?
Listen, I don't LOL at anything Janet does. You were saying that I thought Janet was trying to be funny the other night when she was bringing up that stuff to Zach. I just thought that's how I'd get into that. Everything Janet did in that conversation to me was just like, oh my God, die already. And you thought that was perfectly lovely and fine. And that's just because you like Janet and I like Gavin. So
Dana 914. Gavin is the guy in every friend group who feels insecure in comparison to the other guys in the group, so he gossips and kikis with the girls to get the attention he wouldn't get from women otherwise. Tale as old as time. I think that it's both attention from the women he wouldn't get and the attention from the guys that he wants, which is not good attention because he feels insecure.
I don't know, man. I think Gavin gets whatever he wants.
Okay. I thought that was a great comment, Dana.
If you go look at his Instagram, this guy's living the life. He's hanging out with Ciara.
Because Instagram is the factual proof of everyone's life and not
hanging out with Ciara. Do you think he has
joke.
a shot with Ciara?
I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not too.
Ciara should be dating.
Ciara, what does she? Does she have him in her pocket?
Dating, what's his name? That cutie, Jacob Elordi. That's who she.
Does Ciara have like a really cute leather belt and it has like a pouch and he's in the little pouch on the side?
Everyone on that cast loves Gavin.
Cool.
Like they all love him.
Yeah.
Kenny gets a little irritated when he gets called out by him because he just went like, bro.
Yeah.
Aside from that, have you ever heard anyone say anything like,
I would have called. I would
shady
have.
guy. That's his job.
I would have asked to talk to Gavin outside a couple times. Like, hey man, can we just chat real quick?
why are you guys so jealous?
Can you just turn your mic off real quick? Let's just set our mics. Let's leave our mics inside and let's just go chat.
Give him a old Danny
No, Gavin would be
Bucco.
like, no, I'm here to do a show. Leave the mics on.
You want to get your ass kicked on camera?
On
Gavin?
mic?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think I would venture to say Gavin is probably a little scrappy. I don't know. Maybe it's just the tattoos. Who knows? I don't know, man.
Got her fooled. You might be right. He might be a sweet angel who can beat up everyone.
Who said he was a sweet angel?
The devil was an angel.
The fact that you like him proves that he's a piece of shit.
Craig Conover.
Yeah.
Lindsay.
Craig
Lindsay.
liked my comment. Craig Conover liked my comment yesterday.
It was his publicist.
Cool. You guys are going to have a happy life together.
Yeah, it was his social media team.
I don't think that Craig would give hand over. I was probably Jack actually. Because Jack and I have already, gone back and forth on TikTok, so it probably was Jack. That's okay. I'm taking the win, taking the dub. Okay, I'm sorry. What else is in this?
Nothing.
Yeah, we already talked about all this in part 1. If you didn't see it, go back.
Yeah.
All right, the next is Lindsay firing up the Google machine. Lindsay says the boys were discussing Eowyn and complaining that he said very little during guys' night. No one strongly denies this. Lindsay says that when she was when this happened, she Googled it because everyone was asking her questions. And I kind of remember this episode. I kind of wish I would have gone back to watch it. But I feel like it was the guys that all kind of like brought this up and were asking questions. And she was like, well, let's just Google it.
I think, because I remember us joking because it was the week before that Kenny was like, oh, I paid this guy to find my father. And he gave him a wrong number that wasn't connected. Like, this guy was just useless. And Whitney was like, well, let me check Facebook, and found the dad in like 5 minutes.
I've been looking for you.
Yeah. So I think it was, we were joking that like the next week, these dudes were all being dumb dudes. And she walked in and was like, I got this. And within 5 minutes, had enough information to start a whole half a season's worth of bullshit.
Yeah.
But that was the joke, is that the dudes just couldn't figure anything out. And the girls got it done in 2 minutes.
So what was kind of crazy about this is that like when they're talking about this, it feels like everyone just thinks that Lindsay is responsible for everything. And I just, like I said, I wish I would have gone back to like watch the scene so I could say like, no, I just watched it 30 minutes ago and like this is what happened. But it did feel like this was the guys bringing something up and then her just Googling something as if we don't all just Google something when we're like looking for it. And then for Danielle to go, that was crazy, Lindsay. Like, was that crazy? Like just Googling, like, is this guy's marriage dates or something? Like, I don't know. I think that way crazier shit has gone on these shows. Like, I didn't understand like did I miss something?
I don't think so. I don't like Lindsay. Lindsay's annoying me right now, but I remember that scene the same as you. It's like everyone was just around, having a good time, and talking about Eowyn and his past. And Lindsay was, again, like I just said, came in and was like, you guys are idiots. I'll get this done. And not that verbatim, but just kind of that was the bit that was going on. And she did. And she got the information, and that was that. Like, I didn't think it was done with any ill intent. I also don't think it was done to protect Danielle by any stretch of the imagination. I think it was done for a scene on a friggin' TV show that was going to last 12 different scenes through 6 episodes. It was an arc, Yeah. And then I think Danielle's response probably was more to do with Lindsay's laundry list of grievances from a show that they're not even on anymore.
Well, she specifically, the Googling was crazy. Like, no more Googling.
But I think that was just like, it was Danielle's only opportunity really to make a thing out of something, like Lindsay had made a thing out of her.
Oh yeah, just wanting to like match that energy or something. Yeah. Okay, no, that makes sense.
I love that they were like, oh, we can move on. Yeah, we can move on. I want to find new problems to fight about, or make new problems to fight about. And Danielle was like, just no more Googling. And Lindsay's like, yeah, no, not going to happen. I Google everyone.
Yeah, I appreciated that.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't. Everyone's going to Google. We all.
Yeah,
Google
like
people.
It's just. Can you imagine if someone said like
I
you
Googled
can't
Travis
ever Google
yesterday.
any? Like I'd be like, okay, I don't even know if I'll remember that. I thought it was a silly thing to ask. Yeah. Yeah.
I just Googled Travis Huber, and three of the first four pictures are just chubby white dudes with beards. Travis, no, they're all not me. I see what you did there. It was rude, and I'm gonna write about it in my journal later. But we can keep going.
Listen, I want to just ask, like, does it not, whether you like her or not?
I don't.
Does it? I got that memo. Is it not weird, like that the dudes that don't like her are very, like,
I don't.
Like they're like what's his name? Nick seems to love Lindsay, says, I'm actually so grateful that my wife has this relationship with her.
There's no other answer for Nick.
Because Nick knows that Lindsay will kill him if he says anything else. Nick is petrified. That is the only thing Nick said in the whole 2-episode
Also,
reunion.
like what you're about to say, do you see?
That's it.
We don't like her. Do you see it? Do you see us as that?
Yeah.
Him?
Travis it gets very staunch about things. So like it's some version of like it's a conviction. It's a very like it's a dug in. I'm going deeper. Like you will just clench.
If you know someone for 11 years, you know them. And from where I don't know her, but what I've seen from 11 years, she's shown me no other side of her besides the crazy, aggressive instigator while also playing this victim and defense card all the time.
Do you think she's a good friend to her friends?
Didn't Danielle used to be her friend? Like, I don't, what is her definition of friends? I think Georgina could piss her off at any second, and they're not friends anymore.
I know I did say, like, I am not excited, but I worry about the day that Georgina doesn't agree with her on something or vice versa. And because I think that Georgina has a little Lindsay in her. Like, I think that they've got a similar, like, I don't know, like I will be very amenable. Like if someone is like, tells me, except for you, because I don't have to with you. You're welcome. But with people just out in the world, or even just my friends that I don't see that often or whatever, if I'm feeling like I'm saying something that they're like, no, I'm like, oh yeah, no, totally. Like I'll just kind of go along with it. Georgina doesn't have that. Like that's not a thing. Yvonne does. You can tell Yvonne is just sort of like, okay, well, I mean, I think Yvonne is very strong-minded. I'm not saying that she's weak, but like, I think that Yvonne's just like not interested in like
the bullshit,
whatever, like where I think Georgina is like, no, I think she would start tweaking if she like had to go along with something that she didn't really think. So I am, that will be interesting. But so you've got, obviously you guys don't think anything of Andrea, and Nick, Gavin, you hate Gavin, and Kyle was like, yeah, I know you didn't mean to be horrible, but I saw what you said, Danielle. Like, I thought that was weird too. Like, I don't know. Kyle seems to kind of stan Lindsay, but even Kyle has bumped with Lindsay before, and Kyle's very, but he's like gotten to a point with her. I just thought it was interesting that like the guys that I think are just really just like, oh my God, you guys are about to explode inside, could not stand to have any back and forth with her. That wasn't like, it was just very combative. Like, I mean, she's combative. Well, go ahead.
But you see us that way?
Mike, yeah. And then like I said, I think that you're very you're hard-headed I don't know what a better word for that is, because that sounds like a negative, but like you're immovable, like when you feel a certain way about something, you're immovable.
I think that was a fat joke.
It's crazy because I don't see myself that way.
You don't. Oh
no!
Like I said, I'm not. It's
if
not
y'all
a bad
came
thing.
to me with some great points, I would have flipped right now. I just haven't heard the great points yet.
No, I've been doing some good ones.
No, you're one of those kind of dudes, man. I don't with you.
What?
Yeah, no. It's an interesting type that is like, I'm gonna tell this bitch what the fuck.
I like I told you, I say that behind closed doors. I don't say it to their face.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can call me that behind closed doors.
I don't call you that behind closed doors. I call Mike that.
I'm just saying that, like, that's my principle is that just never say it to my face. Show me some goddamn respect and say it behind my back. Andy asks whether there's a path forward. Danielle says she doesn't want to keep relitigating the old grievances. We kind of talked about this already. Ready for some new grievances. I think that wraps that up. I feel the same way. I'm done with talking about all that old shit.
Can I ask just like, so who is friends with Danielle? Mine is Carl, because Carl's friends with everyone. Who's friends with Danielle?
That's why I would not be shocked if they do not return. But
they're not. Listen, this is a bummer. I mean, we talked a little bit about this in the first episode of this show, of this part 2 reunion. The reason they're probably not going to return is they have a preemie child to take care of. Yeah. Like that is now, nothing exists, right? Except that thing. And that is going to be, we've had people talk about it in the comments, it's going to be a long haul. They got a quest ahead of them.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it will turn out fine. No, everyone hopes it will turn out
fine,
right? No matter how you feel about either of them. That being said, I don't think, like again, we talked about this last week. It's going to be a weird weird because they're all going to have a baby at the same time, and it's
Yeah.
right when filming is supposed to start.
I do
So
not
if
love any of
anything, filming's getting pushed a few months, which means the air dates are getting pushed, which means anything can happen in 4 months of like, oh, well, we're waiting. You know what I mean? The industries, I'm not saying the show's not going anywhere, I'm not saying that the show's going to get canceled. I'm just saying it's a weird, you don't ever want to be waiting. You wanna
Lindsay
be
could
filming.
sleep with, and Danielle gets a glow up.
That could happen. So I just, it's going to be, next season on this show is going to be a weird one
Yeah.
because there's 3 women who are about to be giving birth within weeks of each other.
Yeah.
And then another one that's dealing with a legitimate crisis, a family crisis. So
Yeah.
Which one?
Danielle, their baby came like 6 or 8 weeks early, something like that.
Yeah. Like, I think it was like 10 weeks. I think it was something like.
Something gnarly.
Yeah,
It's been in
something
the NICU for a few.
All the
couple
reports that
weeks
have
now.
come out is that things are going well, but I honestly don't know if I'd be giving anyone reports on anything. Well, actually, I know I wouldn't. I would not be giving any reports on anything. I certainly wouldn't be saying if it was bad. You know, if I was going to tell someone something, I would be like, things are great. We're still here, trucking along, you know.
Thoughts and prayers, Jesus.
Jesus.
Jesus. Oh, Ciara.
And then that's when we get to minute 21 of the reunion. Minute 21.
Ooh.
That's how long we've been talking. It's only 21 minutes into the reunion.
Wait,
This is a
what?
42-minute reunion, and this is where they dedicate the rest of the show to Kyle and Amanda's marriage.
So that's going to do it for us on tonight's episode. We're going to do some comments like
Yeah, I
we
don't
do and then make fun of Travis's shirt. Oh, it's purple. There's purple in there. Orange,
No, Travis found
Purple.
that Travis was given this as a Christmas
white,
gift.
and black.
I was cleaning out my truck and I found a bag of just old Christmas gifts, and they're a bunch of shirts.
Yeah.
And I always get
It's
shirts for
July
Christmas that I don't.
Right now it's July. Christmas was 7 months ago.
This is from last Christmas.
Yeah,
too,
I was
and
going to say, I
didn't
don't think
close
it was.
That's 19 months ago.
Cool.
Yeah, what's your
Who the
point,
fuck
man?
are you, guy? I can count. You can count. We all count and showing off.
Ooh, numbers.
Oh, so many months ago.
Listen, either way, like my dad used to just go buy everyone's gifts all year and just have like a gift closet. Be like, go in the gift closet and pick out your gift. And it was literally like, I don't know if y'all are familiar with Dillard's. Are you familiar with Dillard's?
Hell yeah, I am.
Yeah. I got me a couple of them gift shirts.
Oh, that's right.
Real nice
And
Tommy
always
Hilfiger.
He would just go and he'd be like, how much you think I got this for? $2.99.
Yeah.
Tommy Hilfiger.
Yeah, I got me a Tommy Hilfiger.
Yeah, so I appreciate it. A gift bag of Christmas crap shirts. Not that that's a Christmas crap shirt.
No, you said it.
No,
You've
I like
really
that
insulted
shirt.
me this whole episode,
No,
but we'll keep moving
you
forward.
walked in and I said, I like your shirt.
Halloween-y type thing.
What?
It's giving Halloween. Why am I
Me
getting
and Natalie
purple
have to
vibes?
step up our dress game because you're wearing that.
I thought I'd go cash today. I don't go cash often, but today I did. Golf pants for Pat and cash.
Cash, super cash.
Golf on bottom, cash on top. You know, they say 19th hole type vibe.
Okay, so
Are we done?
Kyle, so Andy asked Kyle, were you happy when Amanda moved out? And I felt like Amanda also wanted him to say, because Amanda's just looking to get off the hook here and doesn't want everyone to, be thinking that he was left high and dry. Like she wants him to admit, like, you were done with this too.
Kyle should have been like, I'll let you know when it happens.
Yeah.
Did they ever show the after that he brought that whole cleaning crew in, the organizers? I saw it
Oh,
before. I don't know if I ever
no.
saw the after
Oh,
videos.
That would be great.
Fire up Cribs. Get over to Kyle's.
Bro.
It'd be funny if he opens the door. Hi, AD. What is it? Architectural Digest when they show up at your house.
This is my,
Hey, AD.
what do they call that? This is my,
I don't know. I'm always going to say my crib. Got my crib. Bring it back. Anyhow, he says, listen, I don't know if it, like, I knew this was probably irreparable, but I don't know if it's just like the dude in me. I wanted to continue to take care of her and provide, and I just was not going to be the dude that bailed. And I think that you can get yourself into a lot of trouble, and problems when you stay somewhere that you absolutely should not be anymore. I think that that's why you get to a point where you're in a closet on your birthday calling your wife a dumb bitch, a dumb stupid bitch, or whatever it was. Because like everything in you is telling you like this isn't right, and you're not listening, and you're staying year after year after year. Like it's such a recipe for disaster. All of that said, there is something to be said for a dude that's like, I made this commitment. I told her dad I would handle this, and I just was not going to be the one. And I understand that there could have been some cheating. I don't really understand the cheating. I wish that we had some facts about it. I wish that there was anything in black and white that someone had witnessed. There was a photo of something. There was a text that had been confirmed by production or
like a Tom Sandoval abuse photo.
Yeah, man, a door with a whole body through it. That was a photo in that too.
You don't even need to see it. Like you just heard about the West and Amanda video from the neighbors, and you believe that, right? We haven't seen it.
Well, they said it. They admitted it. West and Amanda admitted that it was a thing, and that's why they came forward. That's why they told their story. So yeah, this is just a tough thing. I don't know what they did. Clearly I hated Kyle for so many years. So I assume that the worst of him anyways. But it would just be cool if for once Amanda wasn't like, well, I mean, I've been getting these texts or I've been getting these DMs, but there is never a photo. And then when she talks about how they weren't sleeping together for however long, it's like I feel like she wants to make it a trust thing, but then to find out that this whole thing about him having sex with someone, Andy says, when did you find out about that? And she's like, just like 3 weeks ago. So like you guys were already separated. You also were already totally moved on with someone else. Like, so then you didn't have he didn't sleep with someone, or you didn't know about that. So that didn't play a part into anything, but then there was maybe some kisses, but maybe they were just really close on the dance floor. Still not great, Kyle. Obviously no one's condoning any of this, but like, if I'm looking back at all the accusations that I've heard, I honestly, please someone tell me that there has been one that is like, nope, this happened. We know it. He admitted to it. Like the best that seems to happen is Kyle is like, I don't remember that. And,
it's not just, I don't remember that. I don't remember that. And I black out so often that I cannot refute that.
Yeah. Yeah. And we were talking about this, and we normally we're always like, go save it for the show. Mike and I don't like talk about the show because we normally don't even watch them together. The screeners come out when he's at work 99% of the time. This time it came out over the weekend. And so we watched it in here last night, and both of us, I think, had the same idea of like, it just felt like the way that Kyle was responding was like, there was just like, wasn't enough gusto in his nose. It was more like a, what? Like,
yeah, the way I worded it was, there's that. What are you talking about? Or like what? Just that like questioning the accusation to buy you another 30 seconds to come up with a better.
Just repeating
reaction.
The accusation.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
I did what?
You're saying I did that?
You're saying
so you
that
think I did
what
that?
I did.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
I mean.
Yeah.
Like just trying to process a better response because the one you're giving is not a good one because you got caught.
I do love his response. I'm sorry if you haven't gotten there yet, but when he was just like, I bought you that book on how to date an entrepreneur.
Oh my God, I died at that.
Why didn't you read the book, Amanda?
2 lines of this.
She said that, and all you could offer me was a book on how to date an entrepreneur. And it cuts back to him, and he's like, "It's a good book.
It's a good book.
Good book.
It's highly rated."
Lindsay was like, Kyle.
Yeah, he was like,
What's up?
Like, I feel
Your
like that
marriage
was
is on the
news
rocks,
to her,
and
too.
you go, you need to do some work
here.
Yeah. Why don't you check this out?
Here's a book that's
psyche.
been written about me.
No, that is
This is
so
essentially
good.
what he did.
Oh my God. I would have, what a great moment. I wish that would have been on camera. That would have been like such an iconic classic, like catch if it would have been happening during the summer.
So amazing.
One thing that we did, I think we had to have skipped over it because it had to have been during the Danielle and Amanda thing that I thought was hilarious is when, and maybe it's here actually.
Sorry, can I go back to that? Sorry.
Yes. Yeah.
Just the fact that he goes, it's a good book, which means Kyle read a book, How to Date an Entrepreneur. And the worst part about that is all the bad things that is trying to tell the person to be used to. He doubled down. He's like, oh, that is normal for me to act this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But
funny.
he read
See?
a book.
See?
That's a
I've
go-getter.
earmarked a dog-eared a few
go-getter.
pages for you. Make
She's
sure
like,
to check
yeah,
those
they
out.
cut out the part where she's like, half of it was highlighted. Oh, Kyle.
Had a bunch of exclamations in pen.
Yeah.
Good
Amanda.
point.
Yep.
For Amanda.
See, Amanda.
Yeah, Amanda, please see section 7, paragraph 4.
All my notes are basically just like I just wish that like these weren't so frustratingly gray. I would just like to know for sure that Amanda was out banging some groupies, some DJ groupies, or just someone in the
Kyle,
Hamptons.
Not Amanda.
Oh wait, did I say Amanda? Yeah, Kyle.
We know Amanda was banging some
Also,
DJ
like,
groupie.
Kyle can't excuse himself. Didn't he try to defend himself? He's like, I was just eating berries off her neck. You were right there. It wasn't sexual.
It wasn't berries. It was just like a Zerbert. Like everyone's got a different name for that. My grandma called them Zerberts.
But the fact that he just thought like, well, you were right there. Why can't I just...
Yeah, I think when, again, skipping around because Courtney's not here, the rules. We don't get to do that too often. But in the end, when Georgina finally called him out, finally said the thing that everybody's we've all been saying is like, bro, you skated by this one. Your wife saved your ass because you were about to get destroyed. I think at that moment I was like, because it kind of came on the heels of that or close to it or whatever. I think at that moment I was like, this is the epitome. Like Kyle's just a flirty dude, right? Did Kyle cheat? I don't know if Kyle cheated. I don't know if he didn't cheat.
He did the first time early in the relationship.
Like
But
when they
even
were
he
just
doesn't remember
together,
it.
like not married yet, right?
Not married.
Not
yes.
even
Yeah.
engaged.
But there was
like,
there were a couple before they got married
Yeah.
and engaged.
well, there was one for
And
sure.
she never forgave him.
And then the other one turned out Kyle was so drunk. He was like, I swear this didn't happen. I don't think this, I don't remember this at all, but kind of just decided, I feel like I remember him, he just like went along with it because he's like, if you say so. And then 6 months later found out like, no, that actually, I
that
was
was the most
there.
recent one. That was the Instagram one, right? Where he reached out to her. Hey, did we make out? And she replied back to him. That's the most recent one, right?
Well, this one was a sex one, I thought.
See, the fact that we're even talking about which one,
Yeah.
it's just like, it had,
Or
No,
did it?
regardless if they're true, but like,
I should clarify. I definitely think that Kyle did some bullshit, 1,000%. I just can't help but be so curious to know, what did you do? Like, I want to know. I want to know if he was like a serial makeouter, you know, like just like one of those dudes that, like Tom Schwartz, how he would like go out and just make out and then be like, but like, I don't think he ever was like trying to like, listen, maybe he, I don't know what these boys are doing, but like Tom never came across to me as someone who was like out trying to like going out with the intention to try to like bitches behind his wife's back. I felt like he would get super wasted and he's just giggly and sweetie and very like, oh, I want to have a good time and connect and have it like, and he would get himself into these situations. Again, it's not okay, but I do like to know like who are the people that are like, honey, I'll be back. Oh, I just got to go over to so-and-so's house, and knowing that they're going out and he's going out to meet women to try to go back to their apartments and nail them. Then there's the Tom Schwartz types. And I do believe, I'm sorry, that there is a difference between those two types of people. It's not okay, but they are different. So I want to know where Kyle falls on this scale. I want to know if Kyle was out banging multiple women like while he was married. Now, and this segue means nothing. It doesn't make anything better or right, but I just want to talk about, because I've talked to Mike about this, but I don't think I've ever asked Travis. Trav, what do you think about how they've only boned 3 times in their entire marriage?
I feel like it was some of the times at Summer House. I remember them bragging a couple times, like, or Kyle was like, I just had sex last night. I'm like, all right, cool, man. Way to go, bud.
Was this when they were married or before?
Yeah, it was when they were married.
Oh,
I
okay.
feel like it was his birthday or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's bonkers.
Yeah,
It's also crazy that it happened immediately after they got married.
yeah.
Which questions like how often were they boning right before they got married?
That's what I kind of feel like they were talking about being married. But if this started happening because of the cheating thing, And that was really early. Like, I wonder if they kind of stopped banging, like maybe like season 3 or something, you know, and then got married. And then maybe he's thinking, well, she's marrying me. She's clearly forgiven me, and thinking that things would change. And then they just didn't. 4 years.
It's because they kept like, I think I talked about this on one of the other episodes, is that cheating thing happened. And then they decided to make Loverboy. And then they start fighting really heavily again. And then they decide to move in. And then they're fighting, and then an engagement. Like they never settled anything.
Yeah.
They just popped from event to event and kept sweeping it under the rug.
Yeah.
Oh, now we got this to deal with. So like, and it was never settled.
Yeah. No.
Like, and I think that was doomsday from the beginning.
Yeah. Because when she talks about how she's, well, for one, I was depressed. I feel like the depression didn't hit, like, or at least they didn't share it with us until like season 6 or 7 is when they kind of said, Amanda's been going through it. She's been just kind of had a bout of depression, trying to figure that out, trying different meds, whatever. And then I think season 8 or 9 was when they were like, okay, are we going to have kids? And she's like, I just got my meds straight. I'd like to just return to myself for a minute, not think of that. And then also that is also when because I think we talked about it when it happened. We were recapping it, and I said, this is a shift. Like, this is a girl who all she wanted to do was get married, have kids, move back to New Jersey in like a cul-de-sac. And now she's like, we would see her telling him, I would just like to get my shit together. I'm just feeling like myself again. But I feel like in confessional, she would be like, I don't know if that's going to be a thing for me anymore. And I'm like, she is out on this dude. It's over. Because that's why she married him, is because of this life. She doesn't want that life with him anymore. Why the is she even keeping him around? She already hates him. So anyway, yeah, I don't know how you stay married to a guy. I'm wondering what's wrong with Kyle. Like, even for Kyle to even let this go on. I even started thinking about something else that's really weird to think about. And I'll just say it and then we'll move on. I wonder what Frank Batula thinks when he hears this. My daughter didn't have sex with her husband for like, she slept with him, and he's still taking care of her. He's still paying her health insurance. He's still moving her here. He's still like all the thing. Like, I wonder if even as a dad, again, I know this is weird to think about. It's her dad. I'm sure he's not thinking about that at all. But as a man, just, I wonder if it changes his perspective on Kyle at all, as like, he really took one for the team here and like just like dealt with that. And or if he's like, no, he ruined her, so that's why she's like this.
Yeah, like he cheated, and Mr. Batula knew about that. He didn't even approve of the wedding or the engagement, like, because of that. He laughed in his face when he asked, like, so I think that what probably happened was, and now that we know Amanda as we do, as this sneaky little twat face, I think that she probably used the cheating against him. Yeah. And was like, made him feel guilty about it all the time, and just bought her another 6 months and another 6 months, and then they banged, and then another 6 months and another 9 months and another 6 months, and then they banged, and then another 8 months, and then and she could get by, Yeah. And he just felt bad enough about it to not leave. Understand that he did this thing, understand that she's going to need time to process, understand that this is something that, like, if she's going to get over, and then honestly, 4 years that's a thing. That's probably a longer than a 4-year thing. You know, like, if you're in a 15-year marriage or a 20-year marriage and one of you step out and you guys are like, okay, we're going to work through this. I don't imagine it happens in 4 years,
I guess
not completely.
No, I know.
And I don't know. I've never had to deal with that. But, like, I just, like, 4 years seems like, if that's the thing, like, and I'm not defending Twatface at all. Listen, she shouldn't have married him if she had this trust issues. That's where we started. They shouldn't have gotten married to each other. He shouldn't have asked her. Yeah, all of it. A bazillion things should not have happened, and they did. But I could definitely see that being the reason why Kyle didn't leave or felt, is that she either manipulated him into feeling guilty or she just made him feel
Yeah.
guilty because he did do this thing in the beginning, right? And
Yeah.
so he felt bad about it. And that could be. And a year will go by real fast.
It was it must be crazy to think about that, like you were with this person for 10 years and in the last 4 years you've slept together 3 times, probably very little the year before that as well, because the cheating did happen early on. But for her, just to know Wes, you know he's nailing her all the time. Like that would just be
Well, I mean,
a real bummer to know that like she did not ever sleep, and like Wes is not fing around with a girl that's not putting out.
well, Kyle and Sally are going at it, so
I know, I love that. Sally, like I always say this, but I really am doing it on the next show that we start. If I do have my favorites, I'm putting my fantasy roster together just to let everyone know who I'm going to shill for, so no one's surprised. And I'm going hard for Sally next season on Southern Charm. I really like her, and I really like her for Kyle. I have a feeling it's just like too bad of timing to work. Like it just, you've kind of got the odds stacked against you when you're just out of a 10-year relationship. Like it doesn't often work out. Sometimes it does. Kyle seems like a guy that likes to be in a relationship, you know, and likes to party with the ones he loves. And he's clear. Like Sally just seems like she'd be a great match for Kyle, but we'll see. I don't know, you guys. I feel like there's so much more of this, but it's like,
it's all rehashing.
yeah. I don't know if I skipped this or we just haven't gotten to it, but I'm just going to say it now because I just thought it was hilarious when they're talking about, you know, Amanda having lunch with West and Ciara, and they're saying, Danielle's saying, you know, like y'all had a weird relationship. I think he had his sights set on you. I think that you were super checked out. And I think you did a bunch of bullshit. And however that started, they go back to that lunch. I think Andy brings up like watching that lunch with the 3 of you now does play a little differently, knowing that like everything we know now. And that's when Kyle was like, you were giddy. He said it like 3 times, like really wanted to land that like, I watched you, look at you, you're giddy. And it flashes back and she's holding their hands. And she's like, it's because I was holding hands with my friends who like had just finally gotten back together. They hadn't spoken. Like, how diabolical would I be if I were to, and Danielle interrupts and goes, that's what we were thinking. Diabolical. And if you didn't see Lindsay's face, it was hilarious. She did not make the face when Danielle made the comment. She was making it the entire time that Amanda was trying to explain herself. And it was just like, she was having to sit here and listen to it. Hold on, I just want to pop it up for you because it's that good. This is while Amanda's explaining it. I'm sorry, that's hilarious.
That's funny.
And then as it went on, she just turns to you can't even enjoy Lindsay doing that.
She's a lot.
Amanda's like, what do you mean? Can you imagine if and she's like, I actually can.
We all
Can't imagine
did.
that.
We've all imagined it.
We can get to the dumbass bitch call out that Andy was like, let me tell you, that was really disturbing to me. He says something along those lines that would like really felt like a lot and made us all wonder how bad are things really if this is what we're seeing on camera. Do you guys think how do you think Kyle acts to Amanda like not on camera?
Just like that.
You think he does that all the time?
I don't think he ever gets physical. I think he under his breath, oh, stupid bitch.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't seem like someone that's going to get in someone's face or.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I also believe, I think she probably provokes him too.
Yeah.
I think she probably says something that she knows is going to get him going and then says something out and then grins and then does her look.
Yeah.
And he's just like, motherfucker, keep it up. And we'll go, and she does, and then he's like, then he pops off.
Yeah,
So
but to be clear, not a physical thing. It's just all they just spar
definitely.
with words, and he probably cuts low. And
Yeah, I believe her when she's like, oh, more the name calling is you, definitely. But the grin you had when you said that tells me that you make him call you names. It's the thing you said with Lindsay about the like, just being super, super aggressive and then getting like playing the victim card.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe that's what Whitney should have said, the victim card, not the mom card.
I think that, yeah, that's why I don't know. Lindsay doesn't, it bothers me when Amanda does shit like this. It doesn't so much with Lindsay. And I think it's just because like Lindsay wears it all on her sleeve. And Amanda, I just feel like has been trying to snake her way through this whole thing.
Yep.
So when Andy says, Kyle, you know, I mean, you said like, oh, she gave me you eyes. Oh, I just, come on, man. Like the way he was acting like that wasn't a thing. I just, that kind of blew me away. Like if you've not watched Amanda literally walk through with you eyes season after season, like we've not been watching the same show. If you didn't see it last season, you're on another planet. Like that's her thing. She's a good undercover, keeping it on the low. The camera's this way. She's looking that way and giving you a weird. And Kyle is the only one who can control Kyle. I'm not over here saying that Amanda made you do that thing and caused you to do that. I hope that for every man that they hold themselves to a different standard and you never let anybody pull you into those situations. But like that happened, like for sure, to think that she, even just the way, like when, like we said this last night too, Amanda is at her best. She is speaking most clearly and with the most confidence and authority when she is berating you and giving you a timeline of all the things that you did wrong.
Right.
And it's like, this is just her entire mode of operation. To any dude who is ever going to date this woman, she is going to excel at highlighting the worst things about you and telling you over and over again for year after year after year, years to come, God knows, till infinity. I just think that is the most sour quality you could have as a partner. Like, that's just how awful that you're going to come home every day only to be reminded of like what a loser you are and a piece of shit. It doesn't really matter because I don't think it changes because he has a good week or has a good month or whatever. I think that's just who she is. So good luck to anyone. I don't know, you guys. I don't really like everything else is really just regurgitating. And
let's move to commies then.
Yeah, let's just get out of this. I hope I didn't miss anything that anyone gives a shit about.
I mean, Kyle did DJ eight sober dates a whole month of January, and from the last episode of the reunion, we found out had sober sex.
And
so January was a big month for Kyle.
It was a big month for Kyle.
Yeah,
and it's all like he's just doing so much better without her. All of a sudden, he's acting
normal,
sober, and having having sex in general.
Yeah.
Just having sex, that's a
sex
step up for him.
He finally remembers. Good job, Kyle. It's way more fun that way.
I mean, he's told us that. She's like, he goes out drinking all the time. He's like, I do that because get away from you.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the other thing that
fun.
she was like, oh, you said that you needed to go socialize to get away from me, but now you're fine socializing. So we don't need to talk about it really right now, but also just be aware.
Yeah, be aware.
Be mindful.
You know, Sally.
Be mindful of what, you dumb twat face.
Yeah.
Why didn't you say that about Amanda? That's the real question we need to ask.
Yeah, before this whole thing went, before she got exposed or found out, whatever, you know, Kyle had made out with Sally at their premiere. And I think this was made, like, I think Sally and Lala have a new podcast. I have not listened to it yet. I want to. I just haven't. I heard a clip, though, where Sally's like, you know, after she found out that we had kissed that night, which was a totally legit timeline kiss, like they were broken up and whatever. She said that she called Kyle and said, Sally has a reputation, you know, you just need to be careful around her. Like, she's like, and then to find out, like, however soon later, like, she had this entire double life that she was living. That was good stuff. Anyway, let's do comments.
Kitten Brave. I'm with Mike. Kenny and Whitney's relationship move was none of Lindsay's business. Why does everyone have to bow down to Lizzie? Agreed.
They don't. Kitten Brave, watch the first episode. You'll see it differently. I get it wrong.
Or you can just watch
don't,
10
and
seasons of
just
Soho
stick
and just
with your
kind of
boy.
realize who she is.
Soho? Summer House.
Summerho. So who?
Somehow.
Somehow. Martin Conmai.
Martin con me. That's what I always say. It's not
Martin
nice.
Conme 2456. Kenny's vibe is he's a hater of strong, intelligent women. I disagree. I think we touched on that.
Yeah, I think you let us know that you don't
I
think that.
definitely
But I'm
just-
with you, Martin con me.
Oh, I am with Monica Nicholson 8906. Lindsay is a very angry woman. ... Don't see her with a happy ending. ... Major ball buster to both women and men. Lonely road ahead.
Listen, I don't have like I read that too. I can't argue with like what Lindsay's going to find. I think that Lindsay deserves someone just like her that's going to just fucking kick ass and take over that whole city. And I think that she would be a great partner, but it will take a very strong dude. But I hope she finds that. I think she deserves it.
Don't we all?
I'm a little worried about Smay 1981. She's got a fever. She needs more cowbell. Wait, no. She needs more Mike. That's the only cure for that fever.
That makes sense. Well, ask and you shall receive.
I ask all the time. I don't receive. So,
You don't ever ask for more mic.
oh, I don't?
When do you? More mic? Like microphone or me? I think she's talking
think-
about me.
I think she's talking about the show. I ask for more you all the time of the show, and sometimes you're like, not getting it. Not gonna do it.
I am Ciara Hogan.
I don't even know what she's talking about.
Gavin
Sweet.
annoys me, preach. What's going on in his life? Lindsay, I still like her, but oh my goodness, girl. Let people talk, accept their apologies or don't, but we gotta stop beating the horse. We gotta. Kitten Brave. Again, Gavin is jealous, sexually confused, has lost his handsome wingman and Manhattan flop stop.
Oh,
Flop. spot.
disagree.
Why did you pull all my comments?
You guys both pulled from all the haterade.
Sabrina Arabella, isn't the whole point of finding a life partner to find someone who ultimately calms your nerves, your nervous system? Whitney and Kenny, you guys calm each other's nervous system, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whitney and Kenny seem to do that for each other. And while maybe boring for some to watch on reality TV, it's completely normal dynamic to have in a long-term relationship. And healthy to not thrive on toxicity like Lindsay continues to show us year after year and continues to show in failed relationships time and time again.
Wow.
Preach.
Oh, Sabrina.
Oh, Sabrina, that is mean.
All that glitters felt the need to say, look, you're not going to make me hate Gavin yet. The comment I want to highlight is Darling Natty. Darling Natty? Jesus Christ.
Are we just meeting?
For some reason, I never like actually read it. And I was like, it's Darling Natalie, right? It's not.
Either way. I think it was taken.
And she felt the need to reply, I can't quit you, Gav.
Can't. I'm here to be entertained. And if you're not, then I don't know why you're watching.
Fishing Gal. Lindsay is playing such a victim. I cried for 6 months. I almost threw up watching that scene. Come on. Come
Not true.
on.
I applaud the
Not true,
performance.
Lindsay. BDFI. Kyle needs to ask Amanda one succinct question. Amanda, what do you take accountability for in the failure of our marriage? Then, when she gives an incomplete answer, be ready to remind her. I really wish the cast would call Amanda out for her lies, half-truths, and her pattern of only saying negative things about Kyle. Tonight, she was forced to say Kyle supported her after Kyle and Kenny called her out. Jana Dexheimer. Kyle was no prize as a husband and man, but anyone who puts up with living with a sexless hoarder deserves some kind of prize. I don't know what prize you get for that.
I know.
but
This is really hard to find a place of comfort to be in, because if I'm just looking at the two of them, I would way rather hang out with Kyle. Like, I just would. But like as a partner, I imagine he was probably the worst for so long. But I don't know. I felt like they kind of deserved each other at a certain point. At the worst, at the very worst, to me, they just deserved each other. And that.
You know what sucks now that you put it that way?
What?
Me personally,
What?
fucking hanging out with Amanda on the couch smoking weed. How annoying is that? Like when you're like, I'd rather hang out with Kyle. the last place I'd want to be is at a DJ set at 2 a.m. with a bunch of drunk people.
See, I like that.
You know.
I mean,
No,
like, I'm not,
thanks.
I don't like going to, I'm just saying, like, if that was my dude and like that's what he did, that would just keep me younger for longer. Like, I enjoy being out and about and surrounded by a ton of people. I enjoy that. It wasn't
Glad.
just that she's a stoner. It's that she's an asshole. She's just an asshole.
You know, I know. Carrie Peacock, why does Amanda have so much information on every hookup Kyle has had post separation? The way she talks about it, laughing and joking, saying how fine it is so cringe for 2 reasons. She's wanting everyone to act the same toward her and towards her and West. She's wanting everyone to act the same towards her and West's situation, and she wants to keep herself in a position of staying close to Kyle for when it benefits her. She's not actually genuinely happy for him. It's just one more of her self-serving behaviors. True, and true.
Talking about Amanda? That's what I thought, but then with the gusto that both of you were into it, I thought, oh, wait, is this a Lindsay comment? Did I tune out for a second?
Abundantly Keena. Amanda gets this sinister grin on her face when she is gaslighting Kyle. She knows that Kyle gets so drunk that he can't add details that are not true. That's why he doesn't defend himself more, because he doesn't remember if she's telling the truth. Kyle, stop getting blackout drunk.
Preach.
Paquita McRae. I absolutely will not watch In the City next year if Amanda is on the show. My disdain for her is more than my liking the other cast members. Obviously, we're going to probably watch the show because we do this whole podcast, but I'm so close to being right there with you. Like, the amount of hatred I have for her is outweighing my love for Kenny even.
Oh.
It is funny to like, we always say like, oh, we just started doing this because we were already doing this and talking about it, so we just turned the camera on. But having your free will taken away on whether you can keep watching a show or not is a super bummer.
No,
listen, it could be way worse. A lot of people hate their jobs. This is a glorious privilege to be able to do this if it ever does actually turn into a job. But it is like, oh, there are some downsides of this, because it's not only having to watch shows that you have turned vehemently against. The Valley this year has evoked a rage in me that has made me not enjoy myself, not enjoy the discussion, what the things that it brings back to me. Like, it can be a dark place to watch these Bravo shows and really just have to keep on analyzing every single thing in them. It's dark, man. The Valley, anyway. And Orange County with Tamara. That can get weird, too.
Just looking for facts. Bravo should leave Amanda off next season of In the City and see what West does. I bet he breaks up with her once she's not on the show. Maybe then she'd finally figure out who she is and maybe bring her back or not. But right now, she just needs to go. I think most of us are over it. Definitely she needs to go. Definitely over it. Also, super interesting theory of what West would do if Bravo said you're not on any TV shows.
They posted a blind item yesterday that says the illiterate seasonal reality star is looking for a way out of the relationship, which won't make him look awful. And at this point, like, I'm just like, okay, this just almost seems like clickbait to me at this point. Like, I can't even get excited over this. I can't really have a reaction. But it also just seems like, well, yeah, of course he's looking for a way out. Like, how this is not a good time. This can't be a good time.
Yeah, Miha's calling. Tara Zhang, I was absolutely floored by this reunion. Amanda's on some kind of Prozac. West Wilson's sex high and still sounds like an absolute adolescent space cadet. So awkward watching her answer the question about saying I love you to West. The illy barf. We aren't 12 here. Lindsay grilling Whitney was so hard to watch. And the cherry on top, Lindsay, you collect sorries like you collect souls. I did enjoy that line. That was a good one. I almost died. I also can never believe what an absolute hypocrite Lindsay is. She contradicts herself constantly. And it's almost shocking. So I thought it was pretty juicy. Well, there you go. Totally agree with you.
Come up with that in the car on the way over.
Lindsay. Sports
Not
card.
you, not the commenter, Kenny.
Sports card show. You guys do a great job. Thank you. And thank you. They got a lot of subscribers, so that's a big deal coming from them.
Sports cards? Oh, do they know Shane? Shane does sports cards.
Oh,
that the
yeah.
same as,
Do you
like,
know Shane
cracking?
does breaking.
Breaking.
Card breaking. Shane does card breaking. But thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. Big Apple Girl. Amanda is so intolerable to watch. At this point, I'm only following In the City so I can enjoy Showmance.
Oh, she's gonna hate this episode and everything I say, but okay.
Well, yeah.
Do you think that with NBC doing this thing with Peacock and YouTube, like that there will just kind of like be a little nook of like, here's your Bravo shows,
I
here's
was
the
thinking
recappers.
about it when I was reading that. I don't have YouTube premiums. I don't know if it's any different than regular YouTube, but I don't know where that lives, if it lives on the side.
Yeah.
Like I pay extra for a channel, like a YouTube channel on my YouTube.
And that shows up like in the
And it shows up as like a channel, but on the top of my YouTube page.
Yeah.
So
I have premium and it is so much better. I mean, it's expensive, but everybody should get it if they can. The commercials are just too weird that you have to watch on YouTube. They're too weird.
this is pretty funny. The new dreaming. OMG, I had to come over here to comment because I don't know where else to go. I just watched the latest Valley. Jenna is the most loathsome, toxic, manipulative soul eater I have ever seen on reality TV. Sorry and thank you. Good night.
Loathsome?
I love
Loathsome.
That's what threw you? Loathsome?
No, idiot. That threw me. Exactly.
I didn't know
Fuck.
which one what he was looking at. I was trying to read the whole text.
Not the one word that's unpronounceable that I zoomed
I have to
in
read all
on?
the words so I find out the word that's unpronounceable.
How about the big, large one? The first one there that is clearly
I
a bunch of consonants.
read bottom to top clearly.
that. But that just says something. They couldn't even make the time to find their way to a Valley recap. They're like, I gotta put this
That's how
somewhere. I
bad
gotta
it
get
is.
it out right this second. This is where I'm at. I'm going.
Yeah.
And that is what she has done to everyone.
Yeah.
Me, specifically, me.
It's May 1981. Yeah, Mike, I'm one of the ones who commented Gavin has something on Kenny, and to me it's been obvious Gavin holds it against him this entire time. Kenny's responses to Gavin are of someone who is scared Gavin could ruin his life.
How is that Gavin's fault? I'm sorry if you did a bunch of shady shit in front of your friend.
Did you say that was Gavin's fault?
No,
I missed it.
didn't.
Did I? Let me just read it right. Smay, you didn't say that either.
The
I'm
way
not
that
sure
you
where that
talk
came
about
from.
that, though, you specifically, the way that you talk about it is as if like that's that's this thing that's so horrible for Gavin to have this information, or he's holding it over his head or something. If it's something so horrible, did Gavin do the horrible thing, or did Kenny do the horrible thing?
Kenny did the horrible thing. Now Gavin's doing a horrible thing. So they both did a horrible thing.
So I guess why even mention it? Who cares? Cross cancels. Couple of horribles, best friends. I said,
I'm
do
pretty
you
sure
ever
best
think that they
friends-
deserve
best
each
friends
other? Like,
don't-
if you got a
Yeah.
horrible friend,
Yeah.
The
what
saying
did
was
you do?
two
Maybe
wrongs
you
don't
ma-
make a right, not two pieces of shit equal each other out.
The thing is,
I guess
Gavin
it
is
just doesn't matter
amazing.
the horrible
Kenny is a
things that
piece of
Kenny
shit,
does.
and it doesn't matter. Nothing else matters. That's it.
yeah, it doesn't
all.
matter what Kenny did horrible. Just only what Gavin did. I get that.
It's not. That's not the point. But whatever.
Nettie says Amanda wore my mom's curtains to this reunion.
I don't recall Amanda's curtain dress.
It was like a doily wedding dress.
Oh, now I do. Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
Declan Kennedy says, let's be real. Lindsay is the reason why In the City is a show. The problem I have with Kenny is that Kenny's trying to protect an image that he wants the world to see instead of just being himself. In my opinion, Whitney is doing the same thing. Declan, where have you been all my life? What I love about Lindsay is that she doesn't give a fuck about what everyone else thinks. She's going to do her. If you ask a girl to move across the country to live with you, you might want to expect that she's going to bring some of her stuff with her, and her closet space shouldn't be a freaking shocker. And then her adding some of her decor seemed really like a no-brainer too. Why would you make that the spark comment? Make sure that you aren't having doubts before she moves in. And Whitney and Kenny's argument about what she really meant when she made the single mom card comment is an absolute load of crap. Why bring up nanny if that was the case? She is a working mom who has to travel for work. She was co-hosting the trip, and my guess is that she did the majority of the legwork for it, not to mention that the house had a shit ton more rooms to choose from, not just the few that they ended up using. Kenny was trying to isolate Whitney from the girls' group, and when Whitney thought that she could stir the pot by making those comments to Lexi. The reason why I love Lindsay and Georgina is that they aren't going to talk shit about you being behind your back. If they have something to say, they stand by it and they say it to your face. Whitney didn't want anyone else to know what she said to Lexi. If you think that she plays the mom card, then stand by your comments and take the heat for it. Whitney comes off as weak and pathetic. And then when she saw the backlash online, she tried to change the narrative to, oh, I just meant she acts entitled. Nope, you can't backtrack that shit. It's really as simple as that, everyone, for everyone following along.
I just love the part when she's like, well, Lindsay doesn't talk shit behind people's back. Never.
Ever.
Not in the decade
Not
we've
one
seen on
time.
TV. She's never talked shit about anyone behind their back. She's a straight up person.
We're talking about this show.
Cool.
Meteor Wine says, I have no shame about relaxing to people who go on TV, behave really badly, and face reunion consequences. Andy Cohen standing guard at the pearly gates. The only thing better is listening to the deep dives about it. Love you. Okay, and I'm closing it out with Truth for Peace for Freedom.
I was hoping you'd forgot that.
I've always thought that Lindsay is very pretty and she's got a great body, but her makeup artist did her dirty. I don't want to drag her, but the look was reminiscent of a Rocky Horror Picture Show. Her personality is two extremes where she will either bite your head off or show extreme empathy toward a person. She did both of these actions toward Kenny back to back, and it was wild to witness. There is no middle ground with her. Also, the rouge on Georgina and Whitney's cheeks was overkill. Amanda's entire look was underkill. That leaves Yvonne and Danielle as the best looks of the night. I'm going to give the award to Yvonne because she is in full blossom and looked completely beautiful. That's nice. That's all I got, guys. We're going to be here for the Valley tomorrow night. I'm sorry. Courtney's gone till Thursday. There's nothing to be done about that. Oh, listen,
That was really rude. I'm right
about,
here still.
No. Oh,
You hadn't even left.
do you want to
yet.
moderate?
She's like, oh,
Who
call
wants to
bitch.
moderate tomorrow? Do you guys want to
you're
draw
talking about
straws?
moderating. I thought you're just like, I'm sorry, we have to deal with Travis. We're
No,
slumming it. It's
I'm
all right,
just
people.
talking about me, how I literally skipped like 4 sections because I was like, I don't know, this seems boring.
I mean, shit, I feel like Andy was skipping section. He was like, I don't care. Let's phone this one in.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
subscribe,
man.
hype.
Yeah, like, subscribe, hype, tell a friend. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We have a video on Spotify too. I feel like some people don't know that because they're like, oh, I watch you here, but I listen over at Spotify. And I'm like, you couldn't do both. Well, maybe I shouldn't tell you that. Keep doing what you're doing.
Do both.
And Patreon.
Tell 1,000 friends. I would
If
say
every friend
tell
tells
a
if every
thousand
subscriber
friends.
tells
If
1,000
every
friends.
subscriber tells 1,000 friends,
Yeah.
we'll get to 5,000 or 10,000 subs real quick.
Yeah. Go into when they do like the sneak peeks from next week and like that Bravo posts, just like let the people know, hey, have you guys checked out Showmance? What? It's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea. It's an idea.
Yeah, it's an idea nonetheless.
See you later.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh my God, Wes Wilson is in Jersey Shore right now. So is Courtney.
They're
On the
probably
show or
they're
in the
probably
place?
doing it.
In the place, but I don't think it's that big. I think they could easily run into each other.
What if Courtney runs into Wes Wilson and he charms her skinny jeans off?
No, God, no, she would never. Oh, please. No, she would never. I think that she would only take the opportunity to tell him off in public and tell someone, here, hold my phone up like this. We're looking for shorts.
All right.
See ya.
All right, love you. Bye.
Later. All right, let's get out.
Later.